Hey guys, it's Ryan here with HobbiesofaMan once again, and today we're going to be talking about Transformers number 8. I'm kind of late to the party here, but hopefully you guys enjoy the video, right? So in terms of the team that's working on this, there's no changes. Daniel Warren Johnson still does the storyline. Jorge Corona has taken over from Daniel Warren Johnson starting in issue 7, and Mike Spicer is still doing the lettering and all of the extra stuff that the other two don't do, right? So no changes to the team. And this book opens with Carly and Spike talking, at the beach. I'm not sure where there would be a beach in their mining town, but, whatever. They're down by the water, and they're talking about their dads. She's trying to tell him how, she asks him how he feels. He's like, well, kind of empty. There's nothing there. I miss my dad, And Carly is like, yeah, I miss mine too. And we got to do something to avenge them, right? And Spike is like, well, my dad didn't really get killed. He sacrificed himself. It's not the same thing, right? And Cliffjumper shows up to give them some soda, some pop or Coke or whatever you want to call it, some soft drinks. And he's doing this to try to, one, connect with the kids, right? But also to try to close the gap between him and Carly, because Carly is angry at him, and we get to see why she's angry at him in this issue, where she's like, Cliff, you had the opportunity to kill Starscream, the guy that killed my dad, that killed your whole family, your clan, or whatever you want to call it, and you chose not to. How can I trust you, right? And I understand what she's saying, but ultimately I think that the idea that Cliffjumper didn't kill Starscream is both a testament to Cliffjumper's character, but also a display of naivete from him, right? So it's like a moment of characterization that's really important, and Carly here is getting one as well by having her reaction be that negative, right? But I feel like Carly is really kind of on the revenge track right now, and she kind of has to change that up, or it's going to end up hurting her, right? But I don't think it'll be anytime soon, right? So, then we get a transition over to Cybertron. And I think previously I had mentioned how there was a situation in Cybertron in a previous issue. And I'm not sure if I got confused and I thought that RC was Alita. Because in this case, it's Alita saving someone, I'm guessing Alpha Trion, from this torture chamber, right? And she's like, if they capture us again, we're gonna kill each other, so that we don't so that we don't get tortured, right? But previously I thought it was RC having a relationship with Alpha Magnus. I think I can't remember the name of their the name of the characters that are like the mentors to Optimus Prime, right? But I can't remember if this story here is the same as the previous issues or not, and I can't double check right now. My books are stored away because I'm gonna move to a different room here soon. So but that happened, and this was a pretty powerful, sad moment, but also pretty interesting because I'm really not sure what's going on Cybertron, right? Then we transition back to Earth. We center on this Navy ship, and it's attacked by Soundwave and Thundercracker. And Thundercracker looks really cool. He's just like a different colorway for Starscream, but his personality is a bit different. And they're attacking this place to sink it in some way. And then Thundercracker is messing with the humans, and then he realizes that they're sad and weak, and he puts them down and he tells them to escape, to go away, right? Because there's no point in killing them, right? However, Soundwave is like, well, they're going to tell their superiors about this, and this is going to make it harder for us to function the way we want to, right? So it's sad that it's necessary, but we have to kill them, and then he murders all of them, right? And Thundercracker seems upset about this. So I'm curious to see how this is going to happen, what this is going to try to show us about the Decepticons, right? Then we transition back to the arc where Wheeljack is fighting with Skywarp, who got connected with Teletron, and Carly shows up with an RPG to try to shoot the hell out of Skywarp, which is pretty funny, but it actually goes off accidentally. The RPG does, and so she actually ends up shooting it when she wasn't supposed to, and RC shows up right in the nick of time and takes the RPG to the chest. Now, she doesn't die, but she is severely injured by this. And then Skywarp heals Wheeljack. And Carly gets upset. She runs away. RC finds her later, and they talk about the issues, right? And they talk about, the relationship that they have with grief, and the relationship that they have with grief as it relates to Optimus Prime, and how Optimus also has a big, massive relationship with grief that is probably bigger than everyone else is. And so when he tries to get people to be nicer or to do things, and he kind of gets on a soapbox and preaches, it's not out of a bad kind of or negative kind of background. It's truly because Optimus tries to be better, right? So I really like this. I think it's quite interesting, and this helps Carly feel a bit better and also kind of try to change up a bit. We transition again to Soundwave and Thundercracker, who are under the ocean, inside the ocean, very similar to one of the Transformers movies. I can't remember which one. I think it's the one where they try to resuscitate Megatron. So probably the third one, I think. And they go down into the ocean. They find the Nemesis, which is their version of the Ark, right? Their version of Teletran. And they use nuclear energy, which I guess is why they sunk the ship, to turn it on. And then we transition back to the Autobots, who are kind of just doing random stuff while we see Optimus Prime kind of laying down, I guess. I think he's trying to rest, but I'm not sure that Transformers have to, right? I'm sure they do, but I'm not sure how. And he has some weird situation where Sparky's memories are existing within his own. And this is really freaking him out, right? Then they resuscitate Jetfire, but he's not really alive. It's more like a ghost of him exists within the shell of his body. And Optimus Prime talks to him. And, this is kind of a sad moment because Jetfire doesn't want to be alive, but they need him, so he has to be, right? And so this is pretty messed up. And it almost kind of like invalidates the stuff with Optimus Prime earlier, right? Where Optimus has this grief, and he really tries to be good, but the good thing to do here is to allow Jetfire to die, right? To allow him to kind of stop existing, so he doesn't feel this pain or the sadness or this loneliness of being there but not there, right? But Optimus chooses not to. So is he good? Is he bad? I don't know. I read it as a sacrifice that needs to happen, right? But within the context of the issue, it might almost seem like Optimus is putting the mission ahead of the life that he cares about. And although that's technically what a leader needs to do sometimes, maybe it's not the type of leader that Optimus wants to be, right? Based on what we've seen so far. So that's a really curious and interesting kind of moment in the story for me. Then we transition again to the Nemesis, where they free this guy called Astrotrain. Now, I don't remember this character, but he seems to be similar to Ultra Magnus and Alpha Trion, right? So he's kind of that same level of those guys, right? He's a larger robot, and he rampages, and he's kind of like an elder to these characters, right? And he's upset because he wants to kill Megatron. And Soundwave is like, he's not here right now. I will let you kill him. Just please help us first. And then we transition one more time to the Autobots, where Carly becomes RC's Iron Apprentice, or basically RC adopts her into her clan. And the Autobots go off to chase the Decepticons. And as they're doing this, we get to see that Shockwave responds to Soundwave's call for reinforcements. And so we're going to get to see these two really badass, really crazy, psychopathic characters together, and it's going to be really, really fun, right? So overall, really great issue. The last little bit here at the end was very badass. I really, really liked it. So yeah, Transformers number 8, amazing issue. I can't wait for the next one, right? So that's all there really is to say here. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later.